Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. He just tore down his freestyle. Chicago in the building. 3VM in the building. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Pleasure to have you here.
Man, gratitude, man. Grateful to be here, man.
Celtics hat and all. It's okay. It matches the color of the studio, so
Hey, man.
I'll allow it. I co-sign it. Nice to have you here, man.
Right on.
How long you been in the city for?
Well, it's day 2.
Day 2.
Yes, sir.
Day 2. How long you out here for?
One-way ticket.
One-way ticket.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Huh. You do that a lot?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, because, where's 3?
Where is he?
Where is he?
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Why do I just buy one-ways?
Yeah.
I just feel like if I'm gonna be here, I gotta get the most out of, like, the situation. And I don't really have, like, any other responsibilities outside my music, so.
Do you ever find, like, it's like, okay, because I'm thinking, like, if I ever got a one-way, I'd be like, damn, I got to pay for, like, a hotel. Are you staying with people out here? Like, do you have to worry about shit like that?
Yeah, my boys out here.
Okay, so you don't even have to worry about the hotel shit. You could really just kind of come here, pay for the ticket, pay for your food, and just do what you do and vibe.
Yeah, those niggas don't even know we going grocery shopping tomorrow.
They in the back.
I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna make it shake.
Where else have you bought one-way tickets to and you just stayed there for a period of time?
Scottsdale, Arizona. That's probably...
Interesting.
You ever been there?
No.
All right, we ain't gonna talk about it on camera.
Why?
Cause, are you single, fam?
Yes.
Maybe we can't talk about it.
We can't talk about it on camera.
It's crazy, bro.
If somehow I magically have a girlfriend by the time this comes out.
July 7th.
July 7th. July 7th. Thursday, July 7th, 2022. All right, go ahead. Tell me about Scottsdale, Arizona.
It's just OC. They got like 3 or 4 blocks of just nothing but like indoor/outdoor clubs. So whatever it is you feel about like LA nightlife, Scottsdale is that, but like on a budget. Like cheaper. Like people travel from LA, wherever in California, Vegas, and they go all just populate this small area called Old Town.
Oh, interesting.
Shit's wicked.
I've never heard of Scottsdale, Arizona being like a party place.
Yeah, when I was in college, me and my boys made our classes for like Tuesday, Thursdays. Thursdays we'll fly to Scottsdale, fly back Monday and or Tuesday morning. They get back in time for class.
Where did you go to college?
Ball State University.
Where's that?
Indiana, Muncie, Indiana.
So you would fly from Indiana to Arizona just for like a weekend tip, just to. What is this magical place that I've never been to before?
It's cool when you show
I wouldn't even fly to Vegas for that period of time. Well, obviously Vegas is more expensive, but
I don't like Vegas. Vegas is overrated.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely rather be in Scottsdale than Vegas. Definitely.
So Scottsdale, Arizona is just like, I'm gonna send this to my boy Merkums. Merkums is from Arizona, but so it's just like a strip. Is it like a city?
It's like 1, 2. Okay, so like 3 rows, kind of like a lowercase h type shit.
Huh.
And it's just packed full of spots.
Okay.
And like, you can pull a joint like in the club, but when you leave, you're gonna be shoulder to shoulder on the street.
What do you mean shoulder to shoulder?
Like when you're going from this club to this club.
Oh, it's like packed.
When it's fat, like you're out on the street, shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, so it's like if like going to a festival or being like inside a club, but just outside.
Yeah.
Are the streets like people walking in the streets? Or
Yep.
There's no cars driving up and down the street?
They start blocking them off at a certain time.
Oh. So it's like a block party type shit with clubs and bars and.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That sounds incredible.
They got golf carts. Like golf carts take you home. Like if you tip them.
Golf carts take you home?
They got golf carts. Like yeah, jump in. You just tip them, and they'll drop you off at the crib as long as you live in Scottsdale.
Or in a hotel in Scottsdale.
Or a hotel in Scottsdale. Yeah.
All right, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
When you going back to Scottsdale, Arizona? Wait, you bought a one-way ticket out there?
Oh yeah, I think I flew to AZ. Longest I ever spent in AZ was like 3.5 weeks, and it was on accident.
And it was in Scottsdale, or was it just somewhere else in AZ?
No, it was in Scottsdale.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in Scottsdale. I had to stay. I couldn't leave.
You couldn't. Why couldn't you leave? You was just having too much fun.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Yep. Too much fun. God damn it.
God damn it. All right. Well, okay. Let's aside from like I guess a party area. Where's like a nice like a trip that maybe you went on that was a one way that was like I guess very eye opening for you, or kind of like something different than the opposite of a trip like going to Scottsdale, Arizona.
I can't say that I've booked like a one way to a place that was like eye opening, but like we shot a video. Choose one. We shot that in Estes Park, and I'm not really like a sightseeing like type person, but that was crazy.
That was like the one.
Yeah, it was my first time hiking. I don't do outdoors either.
Me neither, bro.
So
I
I'm
can't
out
do
there
it.
like looking at these sites. I know when people say it's breathtaking, but like I definitely had like that breathtaking experience.
Right.
But like I would have to say like Estes Park. I didn't do a one way there though.
Okay. You went to Estes Park and you're like, all right, that's enough sightseeing for today. Let's go back to Scottsdale.
Man, we talked about Scottsdale while we were in Estes Park.
You're like,
Straight up.
yo, I could be in the street right now with something on my arm and then like a drink in my hand, but here I
Man,
am
vibing.
sweating, hiking, fucking stressed out.
Type shit. I usually don't take trips unless it's like music related.
Mm-hmm.
So the only time I do take trips that aren't music related, it's usually like Scottsdale.
Interesting.
Mm.
Do you stay in Chicago a lot now, or you're mostly
So-
everywhere else?
I'm everywhere else.
Everywhere else.
I'm everywhere else.
No more going back to Chicago.
Well, I still be there, but I left Chicago and I moved to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in Atlanta for a period of time, and then from that point on, just kind of like I'm never nowhere too long.
That sounds like a pretty great life. I'm not gonna lie.
And living out a suitcase every time I pull out a T-shirt, I gotta iron it.
Okay, maybe I
You
don't
know what I'm
know.
saying? I mean, it's fun, man. I'm grateful. It's
Yeah.
definitely what I asked for. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely
Right.
getting what I asked for. Has its ups and downs.
With the music, right? Because like when you walked in here, you're talking about like hooping and all this stuff like that. Did the hooping come before the music? Did the music come before the hooping? Did you have hoop dreams as a kid?
I would say that
How'd that all start out?
the music happened before the hoop. My dad wouldn't let me go outside and play till I like freestyle. My uncle was a DJ in the South Side of Chicago. Shout out my uncle Yada Owens. And then from there, like I used to always like freestyle into like little cassette players,
Okay.
MP3 players, whatever it was that I could. And then while doing that, I just started hooping. Realized I was like a little more athletic than the average person. And yeah, I did have hoop dreams at a point. And then I kind of just made the decision like, I just want to do music. That's it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so your dad wouldn't let you go outside until you freestyled?
Yeah.
That sounds like some real like rugged training. Like you know how they like train like you know how they train like the Olympic athletes that you hear about?
Yeah.
And they're like, you can't like you gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. And that's all they just eat, sleep, and breathe whatever sport that they're doing.
Yeah.
And so that's what that kind of like reminds me of. It's like you can't go outside and play with your friends until you spit me like a 16. Not even a 16. You gotta do more than that.
Type shit. Like my dad's his parenting was like definitely like different.
Mm.
Most kids like get on punishment or they get a whooping, they gotta go to their room. My dad whooped my ass, I go outside and play. Go on about your business. And you just had to, handle that real quick. Get just a little whooping, go back outside and play.
Do you think like that like I guess style of like parenting is like how do you feel about that in terms of like because you brought up one style of parenting and then obviously your dad's style, like how do you feel about one versus the other?
I dig it, man. I mean, it just kind of gave me a sense of what's right from wrong. And like, it's not the end of the world. You messed up, it's not the end of the world. Like, keep it pushing. That's what it taught me. For sure.
Like you can go back, like yeah, you messed up, you learned your lesson. Go ahead, go back.
Take
and
that
live your
smack
life.
on the hand and then go on.
Right.
Learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Do better next time.
Yeah. I never really understood like when a kid gets punished, like whether they they get a little beaten and then like they get sent to their room. It's like, all right, what do you really learn by getting sent to your room? You're just sitting there bored, like not doing anything.
Not doing nothing.
Sitting in the trauma. No,
Basking in trauma.
Basking in the trauma when you could be going outside and doing, and then I don't know, learning your lesson while also getting to go live your life again. I guess I don't know.
Definitely. I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like whenever I decide to have kids.
Yeah.
Definitely.
When you started, so how old were you when you first got in the booth?
16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
16. Your pops put you in there?
No, I was just my homies.
Okay, you and your homies.
Yeah.
And then when was it like, I guess, what was the moment for you where you were like, okay, I want to take this music shit seriously?
I think like as soon as I got to college, they had like a little like cypher type joint.
Mhm.
Chance to get your music played like on the college radio. And I just went crazy. And then I was getting a lot of love and shit. And it was like, well, if my mind wasn't already made up before, it definitely is now. And then from there, I just always found myself in the studio. I always found myself around creatives. I was blessed to find people, at an early time period that wanted to be a part of my process. You know what I'm saying? And our goals like just aligned, and it just kind of worked out from there.
Worked out perfectly. How do you feel about like your journey so far? Because like you've really gone like from you have a couple projects out. You've gone from state to state. You haven't ever stayed like in one place for too long. Do you feel like that has also affected some of the music you've been making in a sense, or?
Yeah, I think it's affected me like in a good way and a bad way. I'll say the bad thing is like even though I'm from Chicago and uh, I live in Indiana, like I went to school in Indiana partly. I feel like rappers really built their foundation where they're at. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Super. And they really get this town and this city love. Like they get this town behind them and shit. And I never really got that. I never really had that just because like I've always been traveling around. But the good thing about it is I've had the ability to network.
Mm.
So I know people all over. And then you spend a lot of time somewhere, it does influence your sound. So when it comes to music, I really don't listen to a lot of people. I listen to like the same songs. My mom, my little shorties I deal with, whoever, they hate getting in the car with me because y'all are gonna hear this Chief Keef sicko. Y'all gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna hear this Ellie So Straight, the same album. He dropped some new shit. I ain't listen to it because I might get influenced by it. So I listen to the same stuff all the time.
Well, why not allow yourself to listen to like that new stuff and kind of like start to experience and like maybe allow yourself to be influenced by a newer sound that could kind of maybe I don't know change your sound in a way, but not for the worse, for the better.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like to a certain extent, whenever I do hear something new, it actually does have that effect.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I went out to, I spent some time in California. We were actually just there, and I love like that bass, like the way they slide.
Yeah.
But then I also, you know, I spent a lot of time like in Detroit, and in Detroit they slide too. You know what I'm saying? So those are two places that I can like actually physically hear in my music. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hear the Chicago much out of myself. On some records it does come out, but for the most part, like what I love to do is just jump on bouncy ass beats, shit talk, slide.
Yeah.
But you know, tell my life.
I was gonna say I really love the Bay. Obviously, I love the Bay and the Detroit shit. Like just because one because like their sounds are so similar, but two just the way that they be rapping. And you know, we was just watching we put out the Boy freestyle today, and he's obviously from the Bay, SOB RBE days and shit like that. And the way and he was sliding over a New York beat, and I don't know, I just like the way that they rap over their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah.
Him, All Black, Guap Dad 4000, even like the OGs like E40 and shit. Like just the way that they be sliding on their beats is like so impressive that you don't. You know, being from Chicago, being from New York, we don't really we have a different way that our artists slide on beats, but like the way that they slide on their beats is just I don't know, it's just so smooth. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that shit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
He said hell yeah. So Where's 3, right?
Yeah.
Why Where's 3? Is it just because you've been on the road and kind of everywhere, or?
I was just going through a phase like when I was like taking off from Atlanta this last time. We just wasn't putting out no music. Things were
a couple years.
Yeah.
3 years since the last project. I mean, you've been putting out music in between, but
yeah.
Like, it's been 3 years since the last project.
Yeah, so like just leaving the A, just finding like a new sound within myself. So I wasn't really putting out music. But I started like ordering my own studio equipment, learning how to engineer myself. And it was just like a lot of time of just me by myself, like just trying to figure it out. And in the process, like I ended up making like those songs. And then we just kind of like just slapped it on the tape. And it was ironic because one of my managers, Darius, it was his idea to name it Where's 3. And then he gave us the logic, and it was like ironic, but like it worked out.
Right. I mean, even if you look at like some of the first of all, the track list Blacking Out.
Oh yeah, that's me in my bedroom off Hennessy.
That's you like Sleepwalk and Unstoppable, Irina's Body.
B-Day.
B-Day, sorry, I'm a little blind.
It's all
like,
good.
You look at like some of these tracks and Blacking Out. So you were just in your bedroom.
Yeah, just sipping.
Off Hennessy.
Yeah, and I heard the beat, and like I said, I be punching. So it's like the first shit that comes in my mind is the first shit that comes out, and that's what happened on that song.
That's tough. Was the process of learning to engineer yourself like? Were you happy that you got to learn that, or was I mean obviously you're happy about it, but when you first started doing it, was it out of necessity or was it because like nah I'm finna do this on my own now?
It was out of necessity because my engineer, one of my engineers, E. White, he started working with like labels more so, a little bit more. Like his demand increased. COVID was going on, so I couldn't trip down to Miami whenever to work. So it's like I have to figure out how to do something because it's like I'm only getting in the studio 4 times a year. But within that 2 week time period, we getting like 15, 20 songs done. And it's like, this is great, but this isn't enough. I'm linking up with my guys, and by the end of the 2 weeks, we getting there sick. Sick as hell. Got colds. We don't feel like being around each other. It's like we've been in the studio for 18 hours to 24 hours a day, 3 hours of sleep, wake up, Chipotle, right back in the studio, 2 weeks straight.
Mm.
So it's like I gotta do something. I gotta figure it out.
So if you're only hitting the studio 4 times a year, what are you doing with the rest of your time?
At that point in time, trying to stay alive to see the shit through.
I understand.
Yeah, man. Trying to stay alive to see it through. At this point, like, I got these people like pushing me to make like content and shit.
Yep.
So like my days are like busy, like to go to the gym. If I have to do some traveling around, whatever it is, but like creating content has been like a very major part in like what I do day to day now.
Right.
Super.
I heard you talk about making TikToks and shit. I was like, oh, he making TikToks out here?
Yeah, man. They got me on it, and like it paid off. It went from me being uncomfortable. Yadi, what you tell me? No, three a week.
5 a week.
But he started off saying, "Yo, like just give me 3 a week," and I'm at the crib like, man, fuck, like I'm finna make three videos on my phone a week. Like, what is this? And then from there, it was like 1 a day, sometimes even 2 a day.
Wow.
And then I kind of use like the comedy, like some funny shit to kind of like push you to the music. So you'll get a comedy video. Right after that, it's gonna be a music video. You get a comedy video. But people get on TikTok to be entertained. They don't necessarily get on TikTok to like look for music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if I can entertain you and then you just so happen to stumble across the music, we win.
Which is normally that's how it happens on TikTok. People are just going on TikTok just to watch TikToks, and then they'll find like their new favorite song or whatever off that shit too. Which I think is actually it's pretty dope that TikTok is like that.
Yeah, man, the app is crazy. The app is crazy. I'm on there more than IG.
Yeah, right. Because you just get lost because it's like perfectly catered to you. So at some point you're just kind of like in the abyss of like the things you like because TikTok just knows what you like after like a couple hours of you scrolling and liking or commenting on shit at the same time.
Actual factual. If I pull up your TikTok and I just view it, you're gonna keep on popping up.
Right. After that, yeah. After that, you find a nice little shorty on TikTok and then boom, she's on your TikTok feed for the next 3 weeks.
I don't find shorties on my TikTok.
You don't find shorties on your TikTok?
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Yo, is the camera on him? He lying. He lying. Yo, you never went on TikTok. You never been like, she cute, and then her IG was attached to the TikTok, and you like, ha ha, bet.
They got IG on TikTok? You can click somebody's IG from TikTok?
Stop lying. Is he? I can't tell if he's actually dead ass. Now I can't tell if he's dead ass or not.
What you mean?
Yo, bro, you serious? you serious right now? He look at him. Rob knows.
Rob, what Rob? What you know? So I say
no. Rob just knows that you can attach your IG to your TikTok.
Oh, okay, for sure. I gotta do that. Yeah. I gotta update mine.
Yeah, you should not attach like that. So what if the shorties find you and they can't? What are you gonna do?
Man,
you're missing out on opportunities here, bro.
Just drop a comment, man. Engage with me. You know what I'm saying? Just drop a comment.
In this day and age,
go ahead, share it, repost it, do all that shit.
Listen to my music.
Definitely listen to the music.
Listen to my music.
If I make you laugh, man, go check out the music, man.
You know what I saw that you posted that I thought was super dope, but I wrote it down. You said you got your second master's degree, right?
Yeah.
It called me 3VM, BA, MBA, MHA, IV4L.
Yeah, is that all? That's not all that was in the post, was it?
Was there more? That's what I wrote down.
I was just wondering if you was gonna say the whole thing. But we good. That's a good place to stop.
What was after that? I forgot. Maybe I stopped after that.
I think that's a different. That might be a different post.
But yeah, congratulations.
Gratitude.
First and foremost, congratulations.
Appreciate you, man.
What are your degrees in?
I got my bachelor's, business admin.
Okay.
I got my MBA, master's of business administration.
Okay.
I got my MHA, master's of health administration.
Dope.
Type shit.
Dope. Well, and when did you complete the second one? Recently?
Yeah, I just did that. Damn, when was that? It just like a matter of months ago.
So that's what you're also kind of working on.
The school shit not really that important, so it's hard to like keep up with as far as like time.
He said it's not that important.
I mean, I originally did it because like that was like the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got out the streets, go to school, went to school, whatever. And then it became like something for my mom. And then after that, it became like a money thing. Like I needed to get this bread while doing this music shit. And if all I got to do is take y'all curriculum and get a high ass GPA to get a couple dollars. It's like, fuck it, let's go.
Mm.
So I'll be like in the studio, S&F, making a fire ass beat. Got a fucking 10-page paper to write before I can go slide on it. Like, yeah.
Duality. Are you gonna use those degrees? You gonna go do some of that stuff?
mean-
what are you thinking now?
They allow me to have certain conversations and speak a certain language, you know what
Mhm.
I'm saying, with certain people. But as far as like actually putting to use, like, I found my profession.
Mm.
I mean, I can apply it to this music shit, you know what I'm saying, in certain
Right.
instances. But like for the most part,
She just did it just to be
yeah,
able to gain that knowledge and just have that.
type shit. I'll never use the quadratic formula.
Well, I would hope not.
Yeah.
But that's kind of
Six Sigma, like, I mean, I guess you could use Six Sigma.
it's kind of badass though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
Much respect
appreciate
to you.
that, man.
Much respect to you.
I appreciate
I wish
you,
I
bro.
could go. I wish I could go back to school. My thing, like you said, the busyness and also like I just don't have the patience. I think I'm a little ADHD sometimes, so I don't know if I have like the patience to
Mhm.
just sit through more schooling.
Yeah, I'll like play like 10 minutes of a lecture. And I gotta get like 2 matches of Warzone real quick before I finish this. Like, jump on the sticks real quick. Cause like that's my desk, my studio, my TV mounted above it. Like it's just a one-stop shop.
I'll never forget my last day of like my undergrad. I think it was the last final I had to take was like philosophy. And it was such a trash ass class. Like I had no idea what was going on in that class at all. And I'm like, I walked into that class. I'm pretty sure I had a C average when I walked into that class.
Mm,
I'm like, I literally just have to do the bare minimum
yeah.
to get out of this. Cause I was already working at the radio station at the time. I already had a full-time job while I was still in school. So I was just like, I'm like, all I gotta do is just sit through this, hope to not fail, and then we're good.
It's crazy how you can leave a class and not know shit but pass it.
Right.
Like it's just OC.
Right. Right. Like when my accounting class, like I somehow took that class, got a C, and I'm like, I did not know jack shit in that class. How did I even make it out of that shit?
Yeah,
How'd they not
same.
fail me?
Accounting is difficult. It started off difficult, and then I realized that it was just math. They just use words.
Right. Well, my dumbass took the 2 accounting classes 3 years apart from each other. So
Oh yeah.
I took the first one. I was like, I don't
You
want
had to relearn it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to take the first one, and then my senior, I think it was my senior year. I think the first semester of my senior year, I was like, fuck, I got to take this accounting class again. And I was taking
Man.
that accounting class,
And it's such when
working
you're
at
about
the
to
radio
graduate.
station,
When
and
you're
then I
about
was
to
just like,
graduate, you got that one class and it's accounting.
and it's accounting, bro.
Yeah.
I remember I would just say after class, I was like, look, bro, I have a job. I'm literally about to get this job at the radio station.
Mhm.
I just need you to pass me. And he was like, if you can get like a he's like, if you get like a D on this final, I'll give you a C plus in the class. And I got the C plus in the
That's
class.
fire. I never felt comfortable enough to holler at one of my teachers about a grade ever.
I just shot my shot, bro, because I had nothing to lose.
Crazy. I had can't remember what class it was, but my teacher like must have like gave me my grade back and he like wrote it on the paper and shit. I tried to like forge it and make it something else. I'm like, yeah, like you got this shit wrong. Motherfucker called me out in front of class like, no, this ain't even my handwriting. I don't do my A's like this. You lie. He was a foreigner. Called me out in front of the class, man.
Damn. Last time you tried him, right?
Yeah, it's over with. Just go ahead and give me that C, man.
I'm fucking dead. So aside from that, what else you working on right now? What else going on? What do you see for yourself next besides staying in New York for, I don't know, the foreseeable weeks?
Yeah. Got a project coming up, Abbey Hill Road.
Abbey Hill Road.
Yes, sir. We're
Nice.
gonna put out some more music. We got some more videos. I'm shooting a video whenever I decide to leave New York.
Gotcha.
I'm going to Detroit. We're gonna shoot. Just keep the ball rolling, man.
Abbey Hill Road. What's the significance behind that?
All right. Damn, it's a long story. You ready for it?
Go ahead.
I bet. So I met one of my producers. His name is Espy.
Okay.
I met him in college. And fire ass producer. Crazy. Shout out S.
Shout out S.
But my boy C-Mac took me to his crib. It's this big ass like mansion. Now I'm not from the south side of Chicago / like northern Indiana. Like we don't see shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I learned that his dad was the late Eugene Parker. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Interesting.
But that's why the crib was so damn big.
Right,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
this nigga
You're like,
was Deion Sanders sports agent. What the fuck? What is it? I can't touch the ceilings. I got hops, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Full court, indoor basketball court,
Nice.
indoor pool, locker room, all types of crazy shit. Elevator.
Mhm.
It's wicked. But that family, like I was I guess I don't want to really use the term like big headed, but like I was that nigga where I was. I was that nigga in my space. But to go there and see that and be humbled by this like wealthy family, like when I went there, like I felt like an ant. Like I ain't never seen no shit like this. And they kind of took me and like built me up like from that. So it's like, you know, I always say I grew up, you know what I'm saying, like just like everybody else grew up. But like as a man, as an artist, I really grew up in that house, and it's located on Abbey Hill Road. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned a lot about myself at that house.
Dope.
I learned a lot.
So that album's like kind of like a reflection on learning about yourself and shit.
Type shit. It was like I would always make music at that house, and it's like, man, this shit hard. And then people will come over and listen to it, and it's like, man, it sucks that y'all got to hear this, because like I'm not even where I'm supposed to be at. Like y'all hear this, but I hear myself like in like 3, 4, 5 years from now, like that's the nigga I hear, and that's not who's on this track. Y'all like it right now, but this isn't what I'm proud of. I'm not there yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Abbey Hill Road.
Abbey Hill Road.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. It's on the way.
On the way. Well, look, man, thank you for that story. That's dope. Thank you for everything today. Thank you for the good energy. Thank you for the little tips about Arizona. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Thank you for that incredible freestyle. One take, came in here, bodied it, walked off. You know how it is. Before we sign off here for the day, let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let them know? This camera right here.
This camera right here. 3VM, you can follow me on all social media at 3 in the VM, the number 3, INTHE, VM, TikTok, just type in 3VM. Yeah, Where's 3 out now? Abbey Hill on the way, man. Tap in.
There you go. Where's 3 out now? 3VM on the radar. Go run up that freestyle. Go show them some love. Go show them support. Love and support is free. Till next time, it's on the radar, baby. My guy, appreciate you.
Gratitude. Love.